Oh, hey guys. Didn't see you there. It's me, Christian, owner of the Luigi Knights and commissioner here at No Slugger Left Behind, and I definitely know what I'm doing. Somebody who knows what they're doing slightly more than me is owner of the Mario Fireballs My Cocom, Iris. Hope you're doing better than I am tonight, Iris.
Hey, I'm doing great. I'm ready to watch some playoff baseball.
I'm glad someone
It just
is.
hits different in October or April.
Yeah, I know, we didn't quite coincide this with the finishing up just as the MLB started, but we will finish just before the Revs start, so that's something. I would love to show you what we've got going on tonight as far as the teams, but for some reason my graphics just disappeared. I think I got one of those rare cosmic bit flips, but instead of helping me speedrun 64, it just deleted all my hard work. So we're going to do this kind of the sloppy way, I think, where I load the save state and show you that way. I've ruined everything. I've ruined everything. That's cool. I love when I do that.
Nah,
Um, fuck. I saved instead of loading. I've been so good about that recently.
that's the worst.
Okay, so we're gonna show people how the sausage gets made for a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to the league because why not? But we're gonna make this one right here, right now. So
This is a special behind the scenes feature,
yeah,
to commemorate our playoffs beginning.
I love it. I haven't even been drinking yet. All right,
Well, there's your problem.
I can make these teams from memory at the very least. I even remember Red Koopa and Dark Dark Bones. How could I forget? That leaves you, you, blue and green, blue and green, blue and green. Alright.
Some poetic.
It's very easy for me to remember my team that way. Everybody else's I've learned, just in time to forget them again when the Season 2 rolls around. I'm gonna be like, oh, Petey's on my team. No. Petey's not on my team. This
Yeah,
is
it would be fun to
actually...
do some Dynasty League type stuff, but unfortunately, there just are not enough characters in the game.
No, I mean, we don't play with duplicates for a reason, right? It's no slugger left behind. Everybody plays once. Let's see what August would like. August, owner of the Bowser Jr. Rookies, here in chat. Hi, August. I'm having a day. Goomba is in right. Yes, 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 and yes. Now I just gotta get the lineup set. August, Pujo, Madge, A-Rule, Critter, Baby Peach, Goomba, Red Koopa, Dark Bones. Okay. Alright. In case something else goes wrong, because we're having a Murphy's Law kind of day, I'm going to save this state. And what we're going to be doing is games 1 and 3 of each series will be at the mansion. Game 2 will be at the playroom. When it comes to our second set, games 1 and 3 will be at Mario Stadium. Game 2 will be at Yoshi Park. Okay. And with all of that, God, this better work. Let the baseball begin.
Yeah. Also, it's good that you saved the state because you're gonna have to load it again if we go to game 3.
Yeah, well, we won't worry about that.
Wow, savage.
And they're off to the races. Brown Critter going to immediately remind us why he belongs at second base with a fucking heroic dive. I'm glad someone has their shit together tonight. First pitch outside for a ball, second one inside for a strike. I actually ran some simulations of this back when I had a few minutes, and Luigi actually threw out a couple of 4-ball walks, so let's hope he's not thinking about that again tonight.
Yeah, although, with players being so prolific at hitting into double plays, it almost feels like we should be walking more hitters.
It's certainly worth thinking about, but in any case, it's not what happens right now. Quick 1-2-3 brings up Toad, Critter, Toad. Starting lineup that I think anybody would be intimidated by, although, I'll admit, not the most intimidating this league has. I think that honor belongs to my friend in the booth here.
This is a lineup that's intimidating sort of for its tenacity, though. Like there's no free outs here.
No, although Blue Toad managed to hit a fly to center left. Brown Critter is going to put that one down for just a single. One on,
God, they're
one out
so
for
good at
Green
making
Toad.
contact.
I mean, the star only makes him even better. But believe it or not, talk about players who can get into double plays. Green Toad. Fly out and a line out to double play. Not what you expect from the Toads. Not even the weakest hitting Toads in the league. And I think blue and green may be.
Lower pitch count. Hell yeah.
K-Roll could open this up. We have seen a few home runs on this stadium. Going contact is not going to get you there, though. It is a single, as Green Toad cannot get under it, which brings up Critter.
Yeah, I'm not sure what all influences the stamina. I don't know if individual pitches do it.
This one looks pretty well placed. Autumn can't quite get there, and now it's 2 on, no outs. RBI chance for Baby Peach, who has a non-zero number of triple plays this season.
Trying to will it into existence. Not quite got it managed. It is still a double play, though. So, clearing the base paths, save for K-Rool, who has made it over to third. A single from Goomba will score K-Rool here, and a single is just what Goomba will manage, aided by the pow block, although I don't think Autumn could have gotten that throw off to first in time regardless.
Doesn't look like it, and the long way around, first score goes to the rookies.
Yeah, God, if Baby Peach had just bunted even. Think we can teach her to bunt?
I don't know, but Red Koopa's gonna go out looking and slow down some momentum.
Sheesh.
This is not a...
So no crooked numbers here from the rookies. This is a very defensively oriented ballpark, though. Sometimes runs can be quite difficult to string together.
That's what I was gonna say, is the same. You know, even a one-run lead here can be a lot. Although the Knights...
It does feel maybe more like a 2-run lead on any other ballpark.
And Green Shy Guy not gonna make any progress here.
Yeah, Autumn for all of her work lining it up center to get that base hit. Unfortunately erased.
Petey could tie this up all by himself. Not with a hit like that. See, this is why I hate not having anybody on base.
Oh, will not make the move for second, you know. Perhaps all the way over at first base, couldn't really see with that tall grass.
If Autumn had stayed on the
ball was getting fielded.
If Autumn had stayed on the base pads, that would have been a run right there. Instead, it's in the hands of Blue Shy Guy, followed by me. You know, not the players I would be picking. There's a reason we're at the back of the lineup, but anything's possible on 2 outs.
Yeah, Blue Shy Guy's not so bad. He can make some decent contact sometimes. Not here.
Not here.
Well, I mean, that was pretty good contact. It was just like, you know, it's rough when you hit it right to a critter.
It is rough hitting it straight to a critter. Darkbones, speaking of players who can hit, these guys have pretty good contact themselves.
Yeah, Dark
Powers.
Bones, kind of the star of the team. It feels like, at the very least, the fan favorite. Not sure if you would call him the biggest producer, but we all love Dark Bones. Unfortunately, PD absolutely just makes a web gem there.
Yep.
Uh,
PD Piranha does not love Dark Bones.
Brown Critter jumps for it.
How have we not made a Derek Peter joke at any point yet this season? How is chat the first one to come up with that? Oh, hey, mod powers are gonna happen in a minute here.
Haha.
People with the swords do the thing.
Twirling my revolver and, blowing away the smoke. Fastest mod in the West.
I love it. Baby Peach is a little afraid of me as a batter. Gotta give me something. I actually am gonna get on base here with a leadoff single. That's nice.
That ain't bad.
Bottom of the third.
Having
Yippie's
Toad
still
here,
ahead.
on this stadium, sometimes you can see a runner advance from second to third. This will not be deep enough, though. The center fielder does get to the ball, but a base hit to put Christian in scoring position. With Brown Critter up at the plate, this could be a huge chance to tie things up.
Yeah, this is the man I want to see with runners on first and second with no outs. Absolutely.
Kind of a strange take there to start out with. Falls well behind in the count 0-2 before charging.
This one's going
for a
deep.
hit.
Oh my
Dark
god.
Bones just gets there in time.
I thought we were going to have our first center field Knights home run.
Me too.
That shadow looked like it was past him, to tell you the truth, but Lakitu says not quite.
Well, yeah, Red Koopa turned around there to grab the ball. That's insane. These players are superhuman.
Shell item, not going to come out in time. That means it's bases loaded, one out for Autumn, who has some RBIs on the season. Just don't go contact into double play. That's all I need.
Yeah. Any form of contact that doesn't end in a double play will score one.
So, about that.
You can't even be mad about that. That's just the power of Critter.
I can and I am.
Hey, at least you got one on your side, too.
I suppose, though he was not quite able to produce. Magic Koopa charging really early, big swing and
PNC
miss.
Park. I want to go to PNC Park. Here it's supposed to be one of the best parks in baseball.
Rare error from Brown Critter is going to bring him aboard. Is this an opportunity for K-Roll to open things up? Lot of big hitters are being very patient tonight.
And even if he may not be the best home run hitter, well, no, he is just the best home run hitter. But it really feels like if anyone's gonna hit it out to center over that center field wall, it's gonna be K-Rool, because even if the contact isn't as good, he just has so much power that if he sits on a pitch, finds the angle just right, feels like that thing's going all the way to the mansion.
Yeah, Magic Koopa chooses not to try and tag the home on a deep line drive from Critter, so it is still runners on first and third, one out. Baby Peach gonna hit into a double play and save everything for us. It's certainly a lead that the Knights can surpass, but in the bottom of the fourth at 1-0, not much movement from anybody lately. Green Shy Guy not going to help it.
Yeah, Madge is going to smother that one nicely.
Feels like the next momentous half inning is going to decide it. This is a good start from Petey. Could be a double.
Yeah, and Petey, extremely slow base runner, manages to leg it out all the way to second. This park is so home run proof, but at the same time, that does make it an ideal spot for hitting doubles.
Yeah, and speaking of hits, an extremely rare star hit from Luigi plows right through shortstop Critter, puts runners on the corners with one out for Blue Shy Guy. I would love to see him follow suit and use another star here. Instead, it is going to be a sack fly. This game is tied up.
Whole new ball game. Great work by Red Koopa, getting under that ball, at the very least, limiting the damage to only one run.
I've gotten on so far this game. If I could do it again, we could keep the rally going here. Blue Toad, Brown Critter behind me are a little more reliable. Powball has
A really nice
just a
contact
dirty
hit,
radius. I can't believe that hit center fielder Red Koopa. Okay.
Luigi was in shambles there.
I'm just glad it all worked out.
Yeah. Baby Peach needs to exit the mound.
August is probably every bit as excited as I am right now. This is a tight match. I'm afraid you're not allowed to leave her up there, Autumn. We tried that in week 2. Calvin kept insisting that DK pitch, and he just kept calling timeouts because he didn't want to. And so, for the sake of the pace of the game, okay, we're having a me pitch. Me's have pitched in this league a few times, to varying degrees of success. I don't know that August has much mound experience, but hey, heck of a time to get it. Ah, this is a weak fly from Blue Toad. That is going to end it. Bad timing for that kind of hit. Would have loved to see bases loaded, 2 outs. Instead, it is a tie ball game now. Goomba, Red Koopa, Dark Bones batting for the rookies in the top of the 5th.
So it turns out you weren't being really rude and interrupting me. I was just muted.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's my fault.
Yeah, I'm sure you've had plenty to say about this very exciting 1-1 ball game. That is 2 strikeouts for Luigi, both on Red Koopa. Not his day.
Anyway, I was trying to say earlier, you know, there's no Mad Max pitcher here, right? Who's gonna yell at the manager like, I'm staying in this fucking game and you're gonna go back to the dugout. A thing that the real life pitcher Max Scherzer has done on multiple occasions in the playoffs. And he gets to because he's one of the greatest pitchers of all time.
I don't know why Brown Critter didn't just step on second with that, but, you know, an out's an out with that throw to first. And yeah, no belligerent pitchers this go around.
Max actually seems like a very nice guy. He just gets a temper when he's pitching. He's also, if you've ever seen the one gif of the pitcher that's like, what is it, you're fucking mine, you fucking bitch.
I might
like
have.
him mouthing that. Yeah, it's such a good one.
Blood runs hot when games get like this. We've got a runner on second with no outs. Green Toad is going to keep it going. Powball did not hit Critter from short. Runners on the corners, no outs for Autumn. This is the Knights' chance to pull ahead. Hits one just perfectly up the middle, brings it 1-2 now. If Green Shy Guy can avoid clearing the base paths for Petey behind him, this could really get going. I just need a base hit, or even a fly out would be fine. Just don't triple play. So, not ideal. Not the best time he could do that. Not a triple play. Not the best time to do that. And Petey opts just for contact, which means runners on first and second, but Yeah, you just hate to see the base pads cleared like that. Luigi's been pretty good today. As I say
Not
that.
sure August does hate to see the base paths cleared like that.
Good one up the middle here from Luigi. Bases loaded for Blue Shy Guy. Hit in a run with a sack fly last at-bat. Does not have that opportunity this time. He's got to hit one to get on base if he wants to score another. And this looks pretty good. That might bring home 2. Fire item.
Could bring home 3 with that fire item. And Luigi should beat that throw.
It does, and Blue Shy Guy abuses the close play in this game to get all the way on to third.
So was the throw there just a third instead of home?
So, I believe they threw home and then back to third. Yes, so Luigi was safe at home.
Just a quick throw. It was just interesting because, like, as the safe was showing up, the close play showed up, and I was like, wait, what?
Can I bring home yet another? I absolutely can. August is not feeling great about the way this game has gone. And it doesn't...
Yeah, the Knights just absolutely running away with the game this inning.
Brown Critter has an opportunity to take home even more. You do not... This is not a guy you want to pitch too tired. Fortunately, it's only a single. Any base hit from Green Toad is going to score yet another now with bases loaded on 2 outs. August insists on staying in. Unless the shell item gets in the way, this is going to be caught. Comes out just a second too late. Still, 5 from the Knights in a game that was 1-1 through the first 4 innings. This could be hard to come back from.
Yeah, you're looking at more than a grand slam just to even tie it up. You gotta score a little less than 1 run per out.
Well, way to do that is to start by scoring something, and Bowser Jr. at the very least gets on with a single. I'm hoping that just means Magic Koopa gets a chance to double play, but we'll see. K-Rool behind him is always kind of threatening. That goes foul. Instead, another strikeout from Luigi. Luigi's 3rd strikeout tonight. He and Wiggler, I think, are really competing. That gets down just in front of Autumn, but Bowser Jr. and K-Rool both too slow. Long double play to center field. Knights have Autumn, Green Shy Guy, and Petey batting in the bottom of the 6th. Good opportunity to extend this lead a little further yet. August to Autumn. We get some rivalry on the mound and in the batter's box here that we've been seeing in chat tonight.
Jeez. The hits start coming and they don't stop coming. Autumn has reached base safely once again.
This is really the way this lineup was designed. I mean, I'm sure that there are people in this league that have had their thoughts about my decision to bat Petey 6th, but this is why. You get your green chemistry working, people get on base, and now it's Peter Piranha, no outs, runners on 2nd and 3rd. August is done tonight. Well, done this game. We may see him in games 2 or 3.
He's done. Who the hell is Mr. October on this team?
I was hoping you would know. I don't even recognize the reference.
Oh, there is a very famous baseball player named Reggie Jackson.
I have heard that name.
Yeah, who is famous for just like fucking shoving in the postseason. Like, he was already a no doubt Hall of Famer, but
Speaking of
his playoff stats are just nuts.
Speaking of people who are hoping to have some nuts playoff stats, let's see if Magic Hoopa can be the one to stop Peter Piranha.
Yeah. Across his career, 885 OPS in the playoffs.
That's pretty insane.
That's insane. And
Petey makes rough contact on that. Baby Peach can't quite get there, but nobody goes home on it. Bases loaded,
Autumn
no
batting
outs.
average is greater than October Reggie. Yeah,
Autumn
it does have a career October batting average of 278.
Alright, Autumn does get back to third.
You're someone who gives a shit about batting average.
This will be a long sac fly from Luigi. And yeah, I care about batting average because I'm a fool and don't know how significant batting average versus OPS is. POW item comes out at an absolute clutch time. I am waiting in the wings. I'm a freaking sniper. Alright, well, even if this at-bat doesn't go great for me, I feel good about that POW item use. And this at-bat is not going to go great for me. Spring Critter's got a brutal dive.
I don't really understand underhanding the ball to Baby Peach there.
You might as well have passed it to her. The rookies have Critter...
I feel like he could have just stepped on the base himself.
Rookies have Critter, Baby Peach, and Goomba leading in the top of the 7th. Need to score 6 to keep this game going. There are teams that have done it. I don't know that the rookies have had a half inning as big as they need to right now, but wouldn't it be a time for it to happen?
Stranger things have happened in the playoffs. Green Critter's not going to make magic happen here, though. Long high fly out to Green Shy Guy, caught at the warning track.
Autumn thinking about going over there just to get it herself. Baby
Autumn
Peach.
not quite able to catch up to that ball, though. Thrown to Brown Critter, the cutoff man, but no play.
Boo item does not trick the super dive. Brown Critter does not step on second to make the double play, and so there's only one out. Baby Peach on second, 2 outs. Red Koopa has 2 strikeouts today. Has not had a base hit all game. And he's being real patient right now. You just swing. Thank you. And indeed, he just swings. Line out to short. Petey was kind of on top of that when he started the super dive, but if it works, it works. Game 1 goes to the Knights.
For those who were not around earlier, these games, the semifinal games, are best of 3. The next game is going to be played as a rookies home game, and then the Knights, if it goes to a game 3, will once again be the home team in their home stadium.
Yep. Now, I am pretty confident that I have everything set for this one. But August is in chat. You can let me know if I missed anything. Pretty sure I got the lineups right. It's just don't have the graphics where I wrote them down, so we'll be going by the seat of our pants. In this game, K-Rool is going to be your starting pitcher for the rookies. Everything else pretty much unchanged. Oh, but let me transition over. There we go. And Blue Toad starts things off with a fly out to right that Goomba is just able to get under. You know, it's interesting to see on the rookies a completely new outfield for playoffs. I'm not sure that Goomba, Red Koopa, and Darkbones have ever been in these positions.
Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe wanted to shore up the infield defense.
Well, it does help. The rookies used to have pitchers in the outfield, and pitching substitutions would really give August some pause. So I think the decision to have all of your pitchers in the infield and keep an outfield that you know is going to be constant is maybe a little more consistent.
As a shell item, allows Autumn to sneak on base in what would have otherwise been an inning-ending ground into double play.
I admit, I kind of almost hope it had been, because Green Shy Guy's line out to short means that Petey's got to bat first, which is not how you want to cut up these innings. But the game is young. Scoreless in the top of the first are the Knights. Rookies now starting with August again, who is going to get a leadoff single here.
Hey, that's what you want from your leadoff guy.
That is their job. And, oh. Hold on, why is Petey at short? Is that the one mistake I made? Or Petey at second?
You mean
yeah.
Petey at second?
Yeah, why isn't Petey at short? Hold on a minute. Did I fuck anything else up? I don't think so. Green Toad's in left, but I'm fine with that. Okay. Alright, well, Petey enjoyed his brief stint at second base. That hit just knocks foul. Would have been an excellent wide drive from Blue Madge.
Gonna be a hell of a trivia question 5 years from now.
The one time I had a dyslexic episode? Are we kidding? There's been more than one. This is looking pretty scary from K-Rool. Could the shell item get in the way at all? No, it comes out too late. It usually does. And so a threatening ball from K-Rool, neutralized by Autumn and Green Shy Guy. You know, I've often thought that perhaps the ideal outfield may have two slower players on the wings and just someone really fast in center. Autumn
You're discovering some... You're telling me this for the first time right now. You're telling me that, like, left and right field are where you stick your, like, slower fielders. Oftentimes they're going to be, like, big power at-bats. And then center fielder's, like, a premium defensive position where you want someone who's as fast as possible.
Yeah, something like that. But don't tell anyone. That's an original thought. I gather from the way you're reacting to this news that you think it's really impressive that I and I alone have come up with this idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
It's gonna change the whole game.
Well, the Knights are not going to be changing much of anything this way. 2 quick outs here. Blue Shy Guy really had his season-defining moment last game, I think. A 3 RBI triple. This is not that, and the fireballs from me don't quite manage to hit Critter at short. All goose eggs right now, bottom of the second, are going to show Critter, Baby Peach, Goomba for the rookies. Luigi's not feeling great, pitches first one outside to Critter, and that is why. That is a no-doubt solo shot. Autumn tries, but it's just too late. Excellently placed ball from Critter. We're just glad you cut up the innings to keep it to a 1. It was a good effort, but some shots, there's just no stopping, excuse me. Power hit from Peach. Baby Peach, not able to get out of the infield. Baby Peach in general kind of struggles to get balls out of the infield. Perfect shot up the middle from Goomba, though. All right, Red Koopa really struggled last game. Let's see if he can do a little better this time around. Afraid not, as Petey manages to dive across second base in the process of catching that ball and huck it to first just in time.
He's gunning for that gold glove.
It's him and Brown Critter, man. This is the the middle infield to end all middle infields on the Knights. And speaking of good defensive performances, King K. Rool is doing pretty darn well on the mound right now. I'm trying for a home run, but that is going to pull foul at the last possible second. Hate to see it. This is going to get down, though, for a single into shallow right. Or, maybe not that shallow. Brings up Blue Toad, one fly out so far today. I don't love that this is looking like a second. It's another home run attempt. Going to go foul in the same exact spot mine did. This is a little better, though, as I am able to get on to second, and so it is runners in first and second, no outs for Brown Critter. Once again, the rookies had an early lead, but this is the Knights' opportunity to pull ahead about halfway through this game in the top of the third. And that is a hot one that gets down just in front of Dark Bones. Nobody going to score on that, but it does load up the bases for Green Toad. K-Rool throws some heat, does not want to face him. Well-placed contact ball and some hazards on the field. Brown Critter's going to try for it. And the home field abuses the home team. What was likely going to be a 1 RBI single turns into 3.
That's just so rough. I thought that Red Koopa had gotten the ball over to Dark Bones, but...
That's it for K-Rool. Mr. Gets criticized at once and dies, has lived up to his name. I suspect now we're going to see a swap to the way the rookies started last game, but we'll check in real quick. We could see anything. We could see Dark Bones on the mound. We won't. But could you imagine if we did?
Yeah, that would be something.
Oh, okay, cool. Dark Bones. No, I'm gonna assume I'm gonna assume that swap was the one I was talking about earlier. All right, Baby Peach's opportunity. Autumn showing bunt. Pourquoi? Dark Bones will take the mound when Wario returns to the mound. Well, hey, you were the one rooting against the Muscles last week, so I don't want to hear it.
I swear the bunters in this game try to move away from the ball.
All right. Runners on first and third, no outs for Green Shy Guy here. This is likely going to be a double play. Yeah. Green Shy Guy has been struggling a little bit during the playoffs. I may or may not go back to the Luigi experiment.
Me when I go down 0-2 in the count as a mind game and a fake out.
Still, runner on third with 2 outs. Any base hit from Petey Piranha will do it. This is looking more like a long fly. Is grabbed at the wall. Unfortunately, no outs to spare. And so the Knights not able to extend their lead. But it is a lead they hold. Now at 3-1. Dark Bones, August, and Bowser Jr. batting. Bottom of the third here. Luigi still looks as comfortable as ever on the mound. I kind of can't believe this guy's pitching stamina. I mean, I stopped keeping track a little while ago, but no doubt he holds the league record for complete games.
You know, Luigi being as good a pitcher as he is, I wonder how much of it is just random noise. But, like, Damn, nobody expected him to be this good.
I certainly didn't. And oh my god, what? For the first time
Oh.
in this league, we see as August manages an inside the park homer, the throw from right field bounced off the chain chomp. I didn't know that it had a hitbox like that. The throw bounced off the chain chomp and back into left field. My god, this is a tie game now in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's
We're not going to talk about that. I've seen that ball go through the chain chomp before, I swear I have.
Yeah. Well, like when getting batted, it'll bounce off, but
Well, the rookies know how to play an interesting game of baseball. We'll give them that. And on 2 outs, K-Rool has an opportunity to solo shot and take the rookies ahead yet again in the bottom of the third. This is going to do it. There's no getting around that ball. Not a center fielder in the league that was getting there. I mean, that would have gone out on the mansion, I think, but K-Rool doesn't really pull those.
yeah. Eesh.
Yeah, rookies are ahead by 1 now. 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base for Green Critter. Trying for yet another solo shot. This one is going to pull foul,
Might
though.
just pull foul.
Probably going to swing for contact here. And that is a successful contact swing. It gets him to first.
Yeah,
Brings
it
up-
just means a lot less on 2 outs, especially with Baby Peach coming to the plate.
Yeah, and Goomba behind her, but any batter on any given day. A lot of movement has already happened on 2 outs in this league. This isn't it, though, as I am going to make a good dive at first. Luigi is not happy with how that went. You can't blame him. I don't even know if you can call that an E9. I mean, it was kind of just an act of God.
E9?
The right fielder threw into the chain chomp.
Oh, yeah.
Luigi trying to...
Grabs a home run that would have tied the game up right there.
Yeah, Luigi, not the player you expect to see him from, has had a couple of robs already tonight. And so that's going to bring up the blue section of the Knights lineup on 1 out. Hoping we can abuse the chemistry and get this train a-rolling.
Yeah, Boo item will not fully eye of Green Critter, but it does make him hesitate long enough to allow Blue Shy Guy to get on base. Now Christian is the double whammy of the increased contact from Blue Shy Guy, although it's not going to matter
yeah, you can
as he
stop
hits
talking.
lines into a double play there.
3-4 as we get into the bottom of the 4th. Home team ahead by 1. Goomba, Red Koopa, Dark Bones batting. Red Koopa has kind of struggled today, and Blue Shy Guy is not going to do him any favors. No base hits yet tonight from Red Koopa. And Darkbone's going to put a little too much mustard on this one. Center fielder Autumn does not have to move very far for that.
Yeah, and aside from that 1 run by the Bowser rookies in the bottom of the 2nd, our scoreboard is completely symmetrical.
Blue Toad is hoping to change that, but man, a weak hit like that into the infield isn't going to do it.
Yeah, Baby Peach showing signs of fatigue here. The rookies, sometimes it feels like every rookie's game is a bullpen game.
It can be. Brown Critter's not a good batter to show signs of fatigue to, though, as that is a home run to center that Darkbones just can't get to.
Yeah, that is the one downside of this new outfield. Darkbones, not the greatest speedster, A faster left fielder could have potentially caught up to that ball. That's going to tie us all up.
Yeah, Baby Peach experiencing the one batter too long problem. I'm going to give owner August a minute to think this out while I step away for just a second. I'll be right back. I return, and I see that we do not have a change yet. Okay, good. I didn't take too long. Magic Koopa on the mound. Baby Peach catching. K-Rool goes to short. Critter plays second. The biggest of bodies on the middle infield here. And yeah, this is kind of the trick when it comes to playing the rookies, I think, is the faster you can get them to have to cycle through their pitchers, the more you can kind of look for weaknesses as players are forced to change positions so constantly.
Yeah, rookies really want to see an early lead and try and hold on to it as much as possible.
A lot of very talented pitchers on that team, but as I've said before, stamina not their strong suit. Chem item going to help here. Green Toad planted on second. Does not want to risk anything. I don't blame him. RBI chance for Green Shy Guy here. Has kind of struggled a little bit in this position so far tonight. I would love to see a star hit. Also, welcome, Patashu. Glad you could make it. We are doing 2 best-of-3 series. Knights have won Game 1 of the current series. If the rookies win this, we go to Game 3 at the Mansion. If the Knights win it, they are in the finals. 2 on, 2 out. PD Piranha getting a changeup. Dangerous pitch to give him. Outfield manages to get there in time. Means it's in the hands of Team Captain Luigi. Again, Star Swing would be great here. Instead, he's going to kill the momentum.
Yeah, just brutal for the Knights there, loading the bases and stranding them. Managed to pull out the one run that inning that does bring this to a tie ball game.
Yeah, August is going to ground out to short there. 1 out, nobody on. Bowser Jr. up, tied 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th. Brown Critter can't quite get to that one, and the Boo item is going to extend what was probably a single into... Okay, he is going to take second. Bowser Jr. took his sweet time deciding to take second on that. My goodness.
He probably could have legged it out for a triple there.
I love that Lakitu called him safe.
Yeah.
Would have preferred a throw to first on that. Now it's runners on the corners. And who do you want to see for an RBI chance? King K. Rool. 1 out. Would love to see him jam it inside here.
Absolutely.
But Luigi's not pitching to contact. And Green Shy Guy isn't able to get there in time. Bowser Jr. is too aggressive, though. That chemistry between myself and Blue Toad on first and behind the plate really comes into play in getting that ball there in time.
Why did he take so long to run?
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. This ball from Critter looking grabbed. Well, hey, now we have roughly that symmetrical scoreboard you're talking about. A little bit of a mirroring going on, but the blue section of the Knights lineup is going to see if they can't be the ones to pull ahead in the top of the 6th here. running out of time to make a difference. Shell item is going to be enough to get Blue Shy Guy there. Blue Shy Guy has reached first twice purely on the use of error items so far. I'm happy to see it. That's kind of the idea.
Hey, what do we do if a playoff game ends in a tie?
We're not going to think about this. I choose not to think about this. I've done too much thinking already. Too much thinking, not enough drinking. Ball 1 is inside, gives Blue Toad a minute to reconsider that charge hit. Then again, maybe he should have gone for it, because unfortunately, after that double play from me, it's just gonna clear things up. Knights only have one more chance to take a lead. Baby Peach, Goomba, and Red Koopa. I can't stop thinking about that inside the park homer off the back of nothing, but K-Rool hit a solo shot not long after. It's likely that it would have all crossed the right way anyhow. Brown Critter jumps for that one too early. See, that time the Chain Chomp does not get in the way of the ball. Luigi's showing tired for the first time in a while. We may actually see the Knights have a mound visit here. Attempt at a home run from Red Koopa, of all players, is grabbed in center by Autumn, with a little help from her friend Green Toad. Tired Luigi to Dark Bones. This is a little bit threatening. Autumn bobbles that ball, but it doesn't really do anything. Saw Goomba step off a second for just a moment there with an opportunity to catch him out for being greedy. But he gets back in time. No harm, no foul for Goomba. That is straight to Brown Critter. Bananas only managed to trip up the base runner. I'm telling you, so much of this...
Luigi Knights
Go ahead.
have their last chance to score before risking the walk-off.
Yeah, and the walk-off is always a risk when you're batting against K-Rool, who, despite his rather impressive girth, makes a very good jump for that at short. Magic Koopa tired but staying in has worked so far. Swing and a miss for strike 2, Green Toad here. Really looking to see the green section of the lineup do something to get us to Petey, but it's going to have to be Autumn and Green Shy Guy getting on safely to bring him up now.
Magic Koopa really just painting the corners here with Autumn before throwing a somewhat ill-advised changeup. Does work out, though, as Green Critter makes the diving catch, robbing her of a hit.
Yeah, the changeup risk really is going to come into play when you're talking about power hitters. Contact hitters like me's, I don't like seeing Luigi tired in an at-bat where K-Rool is possible to see. I'm hoping, as much as I don't love myself on the mound, I would rather myself than a tired Luigi. The worst he can do is 1, but that would still be a walk-off. I don't love myself. I should have watched more Bob Ross. And this risky play, that could have... it makes it anyway. Throw to the cutoff man, kind of unnecessary. Gets there anyway. Green Shy Guy, Petey, and Luigi. Petey Piranha definitely the batter most poised to be the difference maker here. As K-Rool errors, strangely. kind of just struggles to find that one at his feet. Change up to Petey. That was a ball I would have swung on. But what do I know?
That's a ball that Petey would have swung on. Is gonna go foul if he can just get the leaf around it a little bit sooner. Instead, incredible double play from Green Critter at second. Oh my goodness.
Would have been fine with a star swing or something. Instead, Petey Piranha going to be the one who really struggles here. Luigi almost had a home run earlier this game. It was robbed at the wall. He's thinking about it again. Instead, it's going to be just foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Luigi goes out on a strikeout swinging. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's Critter, Baby Peach, Goomba. Once again, Critter, definitely a walk-off threat, has one solo shot this game. It's what got the rookies here in the first place.
Yeah, charges a little bit too early, wastes a strike.
This looks pretty
That
good.
one's deep.
Green Toad just
Oh, and
can't get there. It's the walk-off from Critter.
This is baseball. This is playoff baseball. Incredible solo shot from Green Critter. Deepest part of the ballpark. Hitting Bowser Jr.'s face, just fully taunting his opponent. Himself.
Hey.
Like, just flexing on him. That's our captain out in center field. We're going to hit it there.
A tough Game 2 for the Knights, off the back of some wacky tactics. But hey, rookies are a good team. I've always said they're a good team. Which means we have to play one more. Meatball, what are you doing, buddy? Meatball, you're picking a bad time to be here. And so, we're going to load up that state again. Look, I'm happy to have Meatball here, but, like, I need every bit of space on this desk. I believe games 1 and 3 are the same if you're the rookies. They are, which means the only change that needs to happen here tonight is that I am going to start the Knights rather than Luigi as we go to Game 3 at the Mansion. Alright, whoever wins this is going to finals. If it's the rookies, they jump to 1 seed, and will get home field advantage against the winners of Fireball's Bows, if I'm remembering this correctly.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the Knights, it maintains the Mansion's home field advantage here, which I would like. Certainly the Mansion, I'm much happier to be playing in than the Playroom. Not going to pretend like the home stadium didn't help me at all there, but I prefer to play here. I really do. My own changeup is actually pretty quick. I know Blooper is kind of the master of the on-speed, off-speed. Deep fly out here. Bananas are in fact going to cause trouble. Enough to get that, what should have been a long fly out with no consequence, turns into an immediate double. I really struggle to see how that happened.
Stadium works against you sometimes. Sometimes you slip on a banana peel.
August tries to go back
August scores.
Tries to go back to third, changes his mind. Runners on the corners, no outs for K. Rool. Rookies up by 1. This could get ugly fast. Autumn is there. Bowser Jr. not going to tag up.
Yeah, she got that ball back into the infield way too quickly.
I would have liked
play for home.
I wouldn't have minded seeing him try.
Well, sure, you wouldn't have.
Is this another home run?
Is this gonna stay fair?
Looks foul.
Oh.
Trying again.
This one's definitely gonna pull foul though.
We may see a contact or a star swing on 3. No, instead it is
Instead,
out looking.
strikeout looking again.
All right, runners on the corners, 2 outs now for Baby Peach. Knights may be able to limit the bleeding here. Once again, Brown Critter doesn't just step on second, wants to turn around and throw for first, get that workout in.
Yeah, he's practicing his fundamentals.
An immediate opening volley from the rookies, though, means this could be a very different kind of game.
Yeah, still only resulted in 1 run, you know. Not entirely unreminiscent of that first game.
Good pitch outside from Baby Peach, even I have to admit that. Contact hit from Blue Toko's foul. This one is down just in front of Red Koopa for a single. Brown Critter can't get that one past his normal colored cousin. I don't know why the game doesn't just call him Green Critter, but he's just plain old Critter.
That's what the critters are in the game, you know?
I guess so. Green Toad isn't going to end the inning, though. Autumn Green Shy Guy coming up next on 2 outs. We'll see what they can do. Not much, unfortunately, as Magic Koopa is able to grab that at second. Rookies are all the way to the back of their lineup already in the top of the second. It's Goomba, Red Koopa, Dark Bones. The perfectly
Just
timed
something to me
camera
about
cut.
how it just waited long enough.
They know that's what the players want to see.
Quick 2 outs here for Christian. Dark Bones, a difficult hitter to contend with, is showing charge, takes a strike on the outside.
And a perfectly pulled hit into shallow right for Dark Bones means we're back to the top with August. Brown Critter is going to grab that one. Once again, Dark Bones is safe on second, but doesn't matter. I'm hoping that if they needed the double play, he would have turned it. I don't know for sure, though. Green Shy Guy, Petey, and Luigi batting now for the Knights. Would really love to see a good old 1-2 punch. Petey has not gone yard on this stadium in quite some time, though. But having a man start on second could help.
Very nice leadoff double there from Green Shy Guy. Now there, you know, on this park especially, there are some long balls, even if they aren't home runs. If they are far enough back, that could have scored Green Shy Guy, but instead, Magic Koopa flashes the metal, catches that ball, immediately releases it over to a second for a beautiful double play, erasing the base runners.
Yeah, some real heroics from Magic Koopa on second so far today. Makes
Luigi,
it tough, and
go
a
in
long
charge.
fly from Luigi not going to be the difference maker.
Luigi, does he have a home run on the season?
I don't believe he does. Some robberies, but nothing that counted. Bowser Jr., Magic Koopa, and K. Rool
questionable
batting
decision.
now.
Sometimes you feel the excitement of the playoff game and you want to take it all into your own hands. Bowser Jr. wants to do just that. Only manages a single out of that.
Usually does.
But a single nonetheless.
Bowser Jr.'s star hit usually good for 1 base, but only 1 base. Magic Koopa having just the game of his life. 2 for 2 on the bat, some incredible plays on second. And now we bring up a risky position for me to be in again. Don't give him the off-speed.
I feel like K. Rool is so patient on first pitch counts.
Bowser Jr. waited on that bag the whole time, doesn't tag up. What else is new in this league? I'm always clenching when it's these two batting. Got past K. Rool. Going to get past Critter as well.
Yeah, Critter maybe should have stuck with the charge there. For being honest.
Defense holding okay after an early let up, but the offense has got to produce. Can't win a game if you don't score. You don't have to score a lot, but you do have to score. And Blue Shy Guy's not going to.
I almost thought that Koopa was going to catch that.
Not quite. That was an incredible dive from Critter, but a very lucky error for me. Still, I'm only on first with 1 out. No guarantee that we're getting some scores out of this, but 2 on with 1 out, and Brown Critter up to bat makes it a little more likely. Knight's power hitters have not done anything crazy quite yet, but this is a good chance to do it. It's a deep, deep ball. It looks like they're there. Unfortunately, they are, and nobody is smart enough to tag up in this league.
Goomba was scampering.
Yeah, you're really just hoping that the gravestones get in the way of the pathing there. It was close.
Like,
but
both of those outfielders wanted to move. It feels like there's some amount of randomness to whether they're actually going to sprint to the ball sometimes.
Don't say that. I don't want to know that RNG just hates me in particular.
Nah, you just notice when it doesn't go your way more.
This is bases loaded, 2 outs for Autumn here with a chance to tie it up. That'll do it.
Yep.
Gets just
Still
up the middle.
2
out of
outs,
the,
bases loaded here.
Out of Critter's super dive range, I was not sure. Green Shy Guy.
And
A base hit will bring up Petey again. Sitting on a full
base hit will
tank
also
of,
score 1.
sitting on a full
possibly
tank
even
of 5
2.
stars. And yes, it will. Another error from Critter.
Error from Critter.
And in a critical, if you'll excuse the pun, position. Petey Piranha could be the one to blow this game wide open.
Terrifying time to bring in a new pitcher.
Make it a good one. Once again, I'm gonna hold on for just a minute. I have been drinking a lot.
Knights are the luckiest sons of bitches alive. There may be something to that.
Okay, I return. I see we're not happy about Petey. Peach catching, K. Rool on the mound. Okay. Back to where we started the last game. Petey has double played today, but we're looking to see us something better. Deep one gets just down. It's only a single, but it keeps the lineup moving. Okay. Now, Luigi has used a star hit today. 2 outs, bases loaded, full tank of 5. I can't think of a better time.
Feels like once again we're ending up in this situation where the rookies take a small lead early and the defense holds until it just doesn't anymore.
Yeah, it's no star swing, but a contact single into right with the bases loaded, that scores. Singles will score you right now. Blue Shy Guy's thinking about that as the rookies need
Gets
yet another
criticized,
pitcher.
dies.
Gets criticized once and dies. King K. Rool himself. This is why he surrounds himself with yes men. I'm sure Sergeant Clump is telling him that he's doing a great job, but Sergeant Clump is not the one responsible for this right now. Chat's got some ideas for August owner of the rookies. I suppose it's time I embraced my role as the villain of this league. Magic Koopa is going to pitch. K-Rool goes to second. I believe that is it. I don't see anything else. Makes sense. Alright. The only other suggestions I'm seeing are from chatters, including Autumn, center fielder for the Knights. Magic Koopa's a tough pitcher. Generally, I really like seeing charge from Blue Shy Guy. I'd like Star Hit better, but I'm not really anticipating that. He's been pretty loath to use him lately. Magic Koopa thinking about walking in a run? Has to give him something he can hit for the fourth one, and what a mistake going to three balls was. Madge falls behind in the count and just has to give Blue Shy Guy something down the middle. K-Rool can't get it. Two RBI single. I'm up. Things are snowballing. I'm hoping that increased contact from Blue Shy Guy being on base is going to do something here. Two strikes early. Big swing on the changeup. That is foul up the first base side. I like the idea. I like the idea of this a little less, and Critter, whose error was responsible for so much of the rookie's headache this game, doesn't make another here. Means the Knights will be back to the top of their order. But first, it's Baby Peach in the top of the fourth. Rookie's down by 5 right now.
Goomba looking to make some magic happen here. Unfortunately, on what would have been a foul ball, Luigi just makes an absolutely incredible play at first.
Yeah, really showing why he deserves to be the star of the next Mario basketball game. Luigi just dominating on first base over there. Blue Toad is the top of the Knights' batting order. Brown Critter behind him. Green Toad behind him. Starts it off right with a single. I feel like Blue Toad in particular has been kind of a coin flip today, but I'm happy to see him show up where it counts. Especially as a Magic Koopa who is wearing down, potentially... Nah, never mind. What was it you said about Luigi's Mansion, where good hitters go to die? Brown Critter's had better attempts than that, and those have been robbed. It's no surprise that this one would be as well. One out, runner on first. Magic Koopa pitching to Green Toad, pitching tired. Red Koopa gets there just in time, and the banana item does not. This does actually get past Darkbones, and the Boo item is going to leave him scratching his head for long enough. Autumn doesn't want to risk it with going for a triple. An RBI double is huge in this position. Now Magic Koopa's done. Rookie's got to dig deep into their pitching now. Autumn, be slightly nicer than that. You don't have to be nice. Just don't be that mean. It's a tough position to be in if you're the rookies. Baby Peach, K. Rool, and Magic Koopa have pitched. I don't think you can say that. Of course you got pitchers left. Red Koopa's... No, even with a star, Red Koopa's only a 5. Bowser Jr.'s 5, you're a 6. Critter is a 4. Darkbones is a 5. But as chat has said before, you know, pitching stat kind of misleading. I guess what I'm saying is, throw Darkbones up there.
Yo.
Actually, the Triple SL had a Darkbones pitching for a little while. Also had a Fire Bro pitching for a little while, and I remember both of them being okay. Not amazing. But better than you'd expect. Now, alright. August takes the mound. Magic Koopa goes back to second. K. Rool goes back to catching. It is a better middle infield, but it is also a weaker pitcher. We'll see what it does. Well, I think any middle infield could have gotten to that grounder from Green Shy Guy. One more for the Knights, though. Puts them ahead by 6 as the rookies get into the top of the 5th. Owner pitching to owner. Tensions are high right now. Blood runs hot here at the mansion. What can I say? You're not muted, are you, Iris?
I am.
Well, you're not anymore.
Not anymore, as Bowser Jr. hits one high, hits one out of play.
That's pretty good for a single in most CPU leagues, but hey, if he hits it foul, he hits it foul. I'm not complaining. Bomb item is not going to come out fast enough to do anything. And in fact, Autumn actually manages to alley-oop the ball to Green Toad and defeat the bomb item in one deft swoop. Nobody on base for Petey. When nobody's on base for the guy, he's just going to try for a solo shot for the hell of it. And...
What?
What? I'm speechless.
Weird bobble.
Red Koopa picks a bad time to make a shockingly easy ball just turn into nothing. Luigi is gonna help him out. Alright, no harm, no foul for Red Koopa. 2 outs either way, but boy, that was something. Shame not having anybody on, though, as Blue Shy Guy gets one up the middle. 2 outs, man on first. I am batting. August pitching. Magic Koopa's been really good so far today, but unfortunately not able to get to that one. And I think the POW ball hit him directly, leaving no radius to interrupt Blue Shy Guy's run to second. That's what I like to see. And I like to see bases loaded on 2 outs as well for a starred brown critter. Any base hit, and the lead gets bigger. This looks pretty good. Darkbones is going to struggle to get there. Deep one off the back wall. Buddy throw will lock Blue Toad at third, but it's a 2 RBI single. Can Green Toad get the Knights to double digits? Goomba can't get there. Yes, he can.
Jesus.
The snowball effect is huge.
This is what I'm saying. It feels like these rookie teams just struggle with the late inning collapse.
It was how they lost to the Fireballs as well, if I remember. You know, they were winning through the first 3, but it just... When the pitching starts to go deep on the rookies, they struggle, and Magic Koopa, K-Rool, Critter are pretty formidable hitters, but they've only got 6 outs to score 9.
Not the way you want to start either, giving up a free strike.
Still, what did I say earlier? Magic Koopa's been having a hell of a day. I think he's 3 for 3 this game. Couple of really good plays at second.
King K-Rool looking to chop off a little bit of that deficit and get our first ever center field home run. I told you he would be the one to do it.
Certainly he's got the power, and I honestly can't help but wonder if the Green Toad, Green Shy Guy swap had something to do with that. If Green Toad had been the one running there instead, I think he might have gotten there in time.
No way of knowing for certain.
No way of knowing for certain, and I still don't feel real bad about the way this is going. Green Critter's going to try for another. But this is off the back wall for a double. Again, wouldn't have minded a buddy jump at it, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? That's all you're seeing out of me.
At this point, with this little time left, it feels like there's not much difference between the home run and the double. You just got to get people to get hits. You have such an enormous deficit and so little time to make it up. Everybody has to produce. It's do or die regardless.
Baby Peach will. This is looking like it could be a very big inning for the rookies, although my swap out and Luigi's swap in does mean we're looking at a better Knights defensive lineup than we were previously.
And speaking of Knights defense, PD Piranha does PD Piranha things.
Red Koopa has struggled more than any other hitter for the rookies tonight. Not gonna keep it going.
Yeah, you know,
it's a
took back a couple runs. It's a start. There's just not enough time left. You can't be putting out 2-run innings. The rookies have to keep the Knights scoreless and also score at least 7 of their own runs to stay alive.
It's a tall order. Still, the Knights are not going to extend the lead by putting Green Shy Guy up. Tired August to Petey. This could be a solo shot. Petey does not want to be outdone in his home stadium. Show and charge quickly. Big swing and a miss for 2. Might go contact for 3 here. Who are we kidding? This is unfortunately going to be grabbed at the warning track by Dark Bones. Unless we have yet again the error to end all errors. Now, this has happened once before and Luigi immediately double played. This time he's showing...
It's not a double play, it is a foul. He wants his first homer of the season. What a place it would be to do it. It's not going to be a double play, just going to be a long out. PD will even be able to, well, thought about tagging up.
Okay, whatever.
Thought better of it.
I don't really know what to say to that.
It just didn't want to run on Star Koopa's arm, I guess.
He was halfway there already. If he had the time to get halfway there and back, then he had the time to get there.
I am inclined to agree that Dark Bones probably should have stayed on a corner base.
He could go back there now.
But... oh boy.
The rookies are throwing it all out and starting over. This is going to be a Discord message. Okay. Alright, we got a big one. Big enough for me to grab another beer? Maybe. We'll find out. I return. No word from the coach yet. Yeah, look, I mean, I can't waste too much time rooting around in the fridge. I got one of the good ones left, might as well use it now. Yeah, unfortunately my distributor is out of them for the foreseeable future.
Oh, what is it?
Guinness Harp.
Hmm.
Yeah, Guinness makes a lager as well as their iconic stout. It is very good. So good, in fact, that everybody at Brewy Louie's bought all of it.
Damn.
Yeah. I got some fun 10% Belgians. We are revisiting an old lineup. Goomba pitches. K-Roll catches. Bowser Jr. goes to center. Red Koopa goes to right. August to left. Dark Bones on third. I'll give him a minute to visualize it here. Sometimes when you're not looking at it, it can be hard to pick out. Alright. Goomba's time pitching for the rookies is brief. Let's see if he has been the hero they needed this whole time. It's looking like maybe, as August immediately adjusts to being in left field. That is actually a ball Dark Bones may not have gotten to. Hard to say.
Yeah, maybe.
Speaking of Dark Bones, here he is. Leadoff hitter, needs to score 7 to keep this game going. As long as you're not getting out, you're happy. Just keep them moving. August thinking about a cheeky bunt. Bunt! Advances the runner. But advances the runner at the cost of an out. Those are getting pretty expensive.
You only get to do that one more time, so... now 0 more times. Dark Bones at least going to be able to tag up on the back of that shell item, but whether Dark Bones is at second or third, doesn't matter at all. It has to
We'll
be
see.
all hits from here on out.
Magic Koopa is batting 1,000 this game, if I'm not mistaken. Bad time to change that trajectory, though. And so, although it was a very exciting second game, the Knights do manage to pull it away in the back half of these. Will be remaining top seed. Well played from you as well, August. I mean, the rookies maintain the distinction of being the only team to beat the Knights so far this season. So you can always hold that over my head.
Absolutely. And still effectively a third place finish on the season. Nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah, so I'm curious about this now. The rookies were the 4 seed, went 2-1 in the series against the Knights. If the Bows drop the first 2 to the Fireballs, do the rookies move up, or how does that work?
For playoffs, I would just say winner of the finals finished first, loser of the finals finished second, both semifinalists finished third.
Okay. Fair enough.
There are different ways to do it. You can go by regular season record. I like that they're just tied for third if you're not going to do a bronze medal match.
We could.
That's what they would do in the Olympics, is they would have a bronze medal game.
Yeah, we could have a bronze medal game, but we've got a lot of baseball to get to. How are you feeling? Do you want to take a little bit of a break? We usually do.
I need to take a quick break.
Okay, Iris is going to take a break. We're going to put you on here. It's 8:46. 10 minutes, 8:56 we'll be back. If we're back sooner, we'll start sooner.
That works for me.
All right, we'll see you in 10 minutes or less, or it's free. And we're here again, folks, with two, potentially three games of baseball yet to play. Going to be a bit of a longer night tonight, but hopefully you're all good with that. I know I am. Bows versus the Fireballs coming up here. Let me pull this up here. I think I can just do this. Yes, I can. So we'll talk about it this way. As you can see. Can I put it where there's both teams on the thing? Maybe? There we go. Yeah, look at that. So Bows are bringing home a lineup that is pretty standard for them. Wiggler, Red Pianta, Birdo. Roki gets the star again and will be batting fourth this go-round. Cowboy Zach, Red Shy Guy, Green Noki in seventh, both Yoshis, Captain, then Teal, bringing up the rear. Pretty normal setup for them as well. This is starred Red Noki's second time pitching. Last time went pretty well. And that means that Wiggler is going to be on third base for now. Red Pianta in center, Green Noki in right, Cowboy Zach in left, Red Shy Guy catching. Middle infield still as always with Birdo at short, Captain Yoshi at second. Teal Yoshi is left to play first by process of elimination. Not much to say about the Bows that hasn't already been said. Probably not much to say about the Fireballs that hasn't already been said, but anything you want to point out?
First, I'm scared for the second start of Roki Sasaki. She fucking dealt last time, but she's gonna have to deal against a stacked lineup of Red Critter receiving the star at shortstop, Hammerbro,
Boomerang.
the bros are in the infield.
Yeah.
Whichever one is where. I think Hammerbro is third.
Yes, Hammer is third, Boomerang is first, Fire is second. That is always how it's been.
Red Madge taking the mound, myself in center field, Mario over in right field, Toad in left field, and Baby Daisy's here too behind the dish.
She's here too, and she is looking forward to winning some playoff games. I'm gonna get us moving here. I mean, honestly, it's funny. We've said it all season. I really think, I actually don't think Baby Daisy is the weakest hitter on the Fireballs. I honestly think that honor goes to its captain.
If Mario could just use his star hits.
Zach, owner of the Birdo Bows, is already not looking forward to this.
Big Wig Wednesday gets on base, as always.
Yeah, the Bows offense does struggle a little bit having only one power hitter, but they are still pretty reliable hitters among them, including Wiggler and Red Pianta, although, as I say that, Red Pianta is going to trickle one to second for a quick double play. The guy's batting at least 600, I'm sure of it, and yet, here we are. And as Birdo really pulls that one all the way around to third base. The 1-2-3 on the Bows have been gotten through very quickly. Now it's time for the scariest 1-2-3 in this whole league.
It's something that we don't talk about very often. But I actually really don't mind Firebro over on second base.
No, I mean, he's got a super dive, so you can never be too upset.
He's got a super dive. He gets the ball out of the glove really quickly. Like, I'm not saying he's certainly not going to be your best second baseman, but if you ranked them all out, I wouldn't be surprised if he's plus defensively.
Green Noki is not able to get to that deep drive from Hammerbro, even though it felt like she probably could. That puts one on for another home run threat in Boomerang Bro, with another home run threat behind him.
Boomerang Bro sometimes likes to go for contact. Honestly, a lot of the time that he goes for contact, he does get a really solid single. But hit it right to, that star Bose infield of Birdo and Yoshi is really a high point.
They're breathing easy for now in the top of the second, the Bows are, but that's not the last time they're going to see any of those hitters. And it doesn't get easier. Still, Red Noki, of all players, going to start with a double. Actually has one home run on the season, the only Noki to have a home run. It didn't get out of the park, but it was a home run.
Showing butt here.
Lakitu takes his sweet time calling that foul.
Changeup goes around Zach's butt. He doesn't pull it back. And so instead, he's going to essentially accomplish what he would have with the butt. He does advance Roki over to third at the cost of an out.
Yeah, I mean, that double from Red Noki was huge. If she had hit a single, it would be 2 outs, base paths empty right now. Instead, it is 1, which means that Red Shy Guy can hit a sack run early on. Red Mage already tired, but that never means he's done.
Yeah, Gunnar Henderson makes another wonderful diving play over there around second base.
The first score of this game is going to go to the Bows, but as we've seen from our first 3 games, getting 1 early doesn't mean jack.
Hey, you say that the last time these two teams played here, the final score was 2-1.
This is true.
As that ball hit far enough, not hit hard enough, as it's gonna lazily bloop out there for Red Pianta to catch. Extremely funny image, Green Noki throwing up Red Pianta.
Yeah, that's just how it be sometimes. And yes, I'm pulling this up and checking. I didn't keep track of a lot of stats, but one thing I have been good about is the game records. The Fireballs are the team with the most scored runs through the entire regular season by a pretty fair margin at 131. Which is, let me see here. 131 over 16. That's an average of 8 runs a game.
That's so many. Holy shit.
Yeah. The Knights the only other team to hit triple digits and still pretty comfortably behind. So,
Blitjaw going with a bit of a deep cut there. Wish there were still dinosaurs.
We're gonna bring Rexy in.
Unfortunately, Bo and Yoshi both out here. Big Wig Wednesday. Rare or long flyout?
Yeah, you really aren't putting much behind the ball if you're out at the warning track on this stadium, though.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hit him here, you can't hit him anywhere.
Meanwhile, the least threatening part of the Fireballs lineup here, there's a reason this is the 7-8-9, as Roki Sasaki, now through 3 1/3, has faced the minimum number of batters.
Yeah, no luck from Orioles Mario. Don't know if that portends anything for how the real Orioles have been this year. I think you said last we spoke they've been kind of a mixed bag.
Look, they just swept the White Sox to get up to 500 baseball. They played some of the worst baseball you've ever seen doing it, but they did do it.
And speaking of things that players are just able to
Fucking
do,
Kyle Bradish today.
Red Toad did manage to get back to first to avoid a double play. It means we are at Red Critter here on 2 outs. Pretty
Yeah,
quick
and
changeup from
Gunnar
Red Noki.
Henderson's been hot lately. Smoked a long double today.
She's trying to get him to chase outside, trying to get him to swing at something he doesn't want, but Red Critter's got a great eye.
Just sails that over Yoshi's head. Toad's gonna make it to thirst. Red Critter has himself a double.
And you know,
2 outs, runners at second and third for Green. Hammer Bro could score 3 right here. Instead, falls for the star pitch. That's just going to be caught by Birdo.
yeah, you know,
The Fireballs have not done any damage yet.
not yet, but they are a team always capable of it. You don't feel great being ahead only 1. I have some pretty distinct memories of a Knights game that happened here, where the Knights were ahead by 3 all the way until the bottom of the 7th when it got tied up. And if 1 3-run shot is all the Fireballs put up, it's gonna be enough. Do I make the thing I always make?
Do the thing. I hate that you're doing the thing this early.
We are halfway through this game, believe it or not. Well, just about.
I would like Mario to come in never, ideally.
A third of the way through the 4th. Hi, Dewey. Good to see you. The Knights are officially in the finals. They won games 1 and 3, dropped game 2 to the rookies. It was very close. Games 1 and 3 were significantly less close. Home field advantage really helps that team.
Oh my goodness! Gunnar Henderson gets it out of the glove before the Fireballs ruin him. Absolute web gem there. Nobody else turns that double play in that situation.
I will be stunned to see any critter not being a first-round draft next season. They were drafted shockingly late this year, undervalued by all of us. You know, I include myself in that, and boy, are they proven why they don't deserve it.
Fireballs are really having trouble today getting the ball in the air.
Yeah, it's been a little rough for the Bros. Not a great time for them to decide to do that, but that's why these are best of 3. It was green match for brown crit, but yes, it was still evil, and I'm sure if Zach were here, he would continue to curse my name. Fortunately, he's busy doing something lame and nerdy, like getting a doctorate in chemical engineering or something. We're here with what really matters.
I'm showing charge. What?
Yeah, unfortunately, Zach had the trajectory on that one in mind before it disappeared, but he didn't know exactly when to grab it. 2 outs, 2 on for Mario. Trickler to the infield. I feel bad for the guy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I feel bad for Mario.
Maybe the issue is that Mario teams usually have so much chemistry, so he looks a lot better on those teams.
I mean, I'm sure that's partly the case, but, like, he's Mario. You would expect him to be acceptable on his own.
Yeah.
Luigi doesn't have that much chemistry on his own team, and he does alright.
Mario's quite good in Superstars.
Well, hey, if we have time next week, you can show me a thing or two about that. Red Magic Koopa attempts the super dive there. The animation plays, but I guess it's just out of range. 2 outs, 1 on for Captain Yoshi, not the captain of this team. We're already in the top of the 5th, folks. This is going pretty quick.
Not able to make it there in time, unfortunately.
Still, you've got the weakest hitter on this team in Teal Yoshi stepping up. 2 on, 2 out. If he survives and you get to Wiggler, you're looking pretty good for the Bows, but this is about the performance I was expecting. Red Critter does not break a sweat grabbing that. So, as Autumn cheers for the possibility of a Cerulean Yoshi homer, I will tell you that in the 22-game regular season of the SSSL, Teal Yoshi did actually have 1 home run.
Huh.
In our 16-game season, however, we have seen no such miracle. I think he was on the Wilds in that league.
Hey, talk about a miracle, though. Baby Daisy hits a double.
I've always been saying Baby Daisy's not to be underestimated. She's no.
Honestly, I would like
Red
to see her
Critter.
charge every time.
They're
We're going for a squeeze play.
Red Critter? Red Critter is going for this?
Guys.
What are you doing? You don't even have a
Guys.
you don't even have a chem item. All right, well, he is unfortunately forced to go contact on 3. At least Baby Daisy gets back to second in time. Roki is hiding in her shell. She's just confused. She doesn't know what the fireballs are trying to do right now.
And a star swing there. Toad is going to tag up and score.
Tie ball game.
Charge! Guys, I pay you so much money to hit home runs.
Tie ball game at 1-1. This is it for Roki. I think Cowboy Zach, owner of the Bows, has gone on record saying that if he can hold you to 2-1 again, he'll be pretty happy. Do we? I mean, I don't know. Maybe Iris has some turncoats in the ranks. Somebody tried to defect to me at work today.
Oh yeah?
I was waiting in line at a Wendy's, and some guy in a jacket from another pest control company was asking if we were hiring.
Yo.
We are not, unfortunately.
Mhm.
He seemed like a nice guy. Yeah, no,
Hope
I
he
didn't.
finds somewhere good.
I didn't have like a roach come up to me and ask if I would take a 20 to look the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know what you do in that situation. Honestly, if I ever run the company, I might add that to the interview. Just like, hey, customer comes down to you and they have ants. The ant gives you a 20 and says, "Hey, forget about it." What do you do? Lot going
I
on
think I
here.
quit my job and become an animal rights activist.
Goki on the mound, Shy Guy in left, Zach in center, Red Noki in right, Wiggler catching, Pianta on third. You're right, sorry, that isn't a defection, that's a bribe. I guess if there's an ant or a roach or a mouse or something that's like, I'll give up the rest of them, just let me live, I guess I'm okay with that. I might see if I can bargain for Wishes 3 or something, but...
You would learn that another creature is sentient and still be like, well, gotta kill him, that's my job.
I'm not gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill all the other ones. Maybe
What
they're
if
not
they're sentient?
Maybe they're not. Maybe he's like the one magical talking mouse. Maybe they were trying to hurt him for being different. Like Fox.
Well, then why would he
in Fallout
sacrifice
3.
himself? Or... No, that's why he would sell them out, right?
Yes. Yeah, Fox was a great
I
companion.
don't know. I would ask him about the situation.
I admit, I haven't thought this one through. Anyway, I think this is what the Bows are doing, by the way. While we get into just wacky hypotheticals.
More star swings. Very interesting. Baby Daisy's
It's
gonna
enough.
score.
It's close.
Wiggler caught the ball, couldn't apply the tag in time. You know, Zach having to dash forward for that ball really made all the difference in allowing Baby Daisy to score here.
In the bottom of the 5th, Knights, Fireballs are finally ahead. And it's looking like it might really start moving now.
You could have made it. Come on.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs for Red Maj. Yeah, I'm sure the people wonder what exactly I am on most days, but that's fine, because I'm just here for you guys. And you guys understand that I'm normal.
Drake 1 looking. And now, using a star.
Captain Yoshi catches that, but he slides all the way to the outfield on the impact. Crooked number from the Fireballs, the first movement they've had, but it's enough to put him in the lead right now. Top of the 6th, ahead 2-1. Those at the top of their order, Mario is pitching instead of Red Magic Koopa. Does this mean anything? We'll find out. We have some folks excited for a potential Bose win, but once again, this is best of 3, which means consistency is key.
Wow, what are you trying to say about the Bose?
I'm sorry, would you prefer I question your ability to win this?
Yeah.
Well, you are on Mario already, though he is really throwing some star pitches. Don't know why he doesn't know how to use stars on the other side, but
Right. Big Week Wednesday got a huge lead there. It was most of the way to second base already when that was caught. So that's going to be an easy double play for Maj.
I mean, look, I would be perfectly happy to face either of these teams in the finals based on regular season record. But I must admit, there is something cinematic about the commentators being the ones to face off.
God, Yoshi's too good.
Yoshi is too good, though. He is going to make the Fireballs work for it. Zach did comment. That's true, actually. What am I saying? Cowboy Zach's been in the booth.
Yeah.
Alright, well, it's CoCom versus CoCom no matter what. I can just kick back. Tell you what, if Cowboy Zach wins this series and goes to finals, he gets to take your place as commentator.
Oh shit, that's some extra motivation. Baby Daisy advances Toad to second, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, you really don't see a lot of doubles on a stadium this shallow.
My team decided to just start using all of its stars.
Unfortunately,
but only on the guys who should be hitting home runs.
Yeah, the power hitters are using the stars, and the contact hitters are just doing whatever. And Baby Daisy, of all players, is actually being pretty reliable. We are already in the top of the 7th. The Bows are down. This is their last opportunity to at least see the bottom of this inning. Red Noki going to start with a single.
Yeah, Mario out here looking for the save in a critical game 1.
Cowboy Zach is really an all-or-nothing kind of player, I feel like. Spent the first 6 weeks of the season really struggling on offense, and then went on an absolute tear, which is going to continue as Red Noki manages to take the extra base. Runners on first and third, no outs for Red Shy Guy. This is the Bows' biggest opportunity to see the bottom of the 7th. Unfortunately, Super Dive really hurts. What have I said before? Super Dives on third. They are not something you think about as your primary strategy, but they can make a difference in the strangest ways.
Yeah, you know, it's so common to have...
Critter Error is going to let us see the bottom. Okay.
Huh.
That is not the first game that has been, not decided, but the first game that has had a significant error making the difference. Still.
Is gonna be a blown save for Mario. Could still get the win.
And if you just need to score a walk-off home run, who better to do it than 3 bros?
Sometimes all you need is 3 guys.
This might just be it right here. Red Shy
Oh
Guy's
my God.
trying
Shy
so
Guy's
hard.
just getting there. He's gonna
Forget it.
watch past him.
The fireballs,
As the fireballs take game 1.
they let it get into extras just so they can say they had one in extras, and then they shut it the hell down right away.
That wasn't extras. That was the bottom of the 7th.
Sorry. They let it get into the bottom of the 7th just so they can do that.
So, not 2-1, but close.
Certainly the Bows put up enough of a fight to make it interesting. Let's see if the home field advantage does anything for them. Now, in Game 2, we will not be seeing any changes from either team. I believe the start 2 rest 1 rule for pitchers is still applying in these games, but they do reset for the series. I'll have them reset for the finals as well. So it'll be start 2 rest 1, but it'll be in the in the five game series. So any changes that occur for these guys is going to occur in the 3rd game if we see it. Everything's the same except the stadium. So let's hop to it.
Yeah,
we may see Wiggler we may see Wiggler on the mound later, but we will not to start this game.
Yeah, kind of an interesting choice. Just really believing in Roki Sasaki.
I mean, she did all right last game. Honestly, if you hold the
Yeah.
fireballs to 2 and 3, you're not doing too bad.
Yeah, I feel like the Bows Fireballs games have been the most like 0-2, it was close though games. Like these Bows seem to hold down the Fireballs like nobody's business.
Hammer Bros feeling real good after the walk-off last game. I hear a train coming, but it's just not quite there in time. Boomerang Bro thinks he can show him how it's done. But they're under it. Buddy Jump robs another. Still, if they can get him to start robbing him this early, you only need the Buddy Jump to miss 1 time. Just wait for that train to be where it needs to be. Of course, the train responsible for that aforementioned Red Noki homer that didn't get out of the park, so maybe the Bows are happy to be playing here.
Hey, it's their home stadium.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as a... excuse me, goodness. As you've said before, the idea of a baseball stadium in the middle of an amusement park is pretty exciting.
Yeah, if that existed in real life, that would be the coolest thing ever.
I wonder if... I mean, they don't have as much of an amusement park as some other places do, but I wonder if Knoebels would do something like that. I don't really know what's going on in Elysburg. Probably not a lot of great baseball players coming out of there, but, you know, maybe. Birdo single, Red Noki single. 2 on, 2 out for the Bows here. Brings up Cowboy Zach, who is, I guess, blushing? I don't know. Gotta love the graphical errors.
Oh my god, there's one in Altoona, PA that has a roller coaster right next to it.
That counts for something. I think if you catch a foul ball while on the roller coaster, they give you $1,000. Looking to catch stuff on the roller coaster, by the way. Firebro's gonna launch this one.
Yeah, let's go to People's Natural Gas Field sometime.
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, the exit velocity on that ball was just too much. Cowboy Zach tries, but he cannot get there. Red Magic Koopa's going to keep it going with a little help from his friend the train. Fireball item doesn't do anything. That was probably a single extended to a double by the train. Hard to say for sure. Runner on second. No outs. Iris batting. Error from Yoshi. Alley-oops it to Birdo. Powerball item really doesn't help the Fireballs
pull some shit like that.
Powerball item, unfortunately, is what prevents Red Madge from getting back to second base in time. Mario, who's been getting shit all night, is finally going to get a single. This is not going to stop me from constantly needling him. Red Toad's thinking about a home run. I hear a train. But once again, it's just not quite there in time. One of these days it will be. Calvin, owner of the DK Wilds, has arrived. Hi, Calvin.
Anyway, also in Davenport, Iowa, there's like a stadium that has in its outfield, it has a Ferris wheel and like a bunch of carnival rides.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, then you'd have to be in Davenport, Iowa, so that's a bit of an issue, but...
They gotta do something to get people out to Davenport, Iowa.
Yo, shoutouts to the Hagerstown Flying Boxcars. There, you know, we gotta go for our own revolution as Red Madge issues a walk.
4-ball walk to Red Shy Guy. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything. Now, see,
trying to do a little bit too much with his pitching today.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some wicked curves, but you do still have to put him over the plate. And of course, you know, knowing my luck, the idea of watching baseball from the top of a Ferris wheel sounds really cool. The idea of watching baseball from the bottom of a Ferris wheel is less exciting. And you do kind of have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah. You know, there's a hotel in that's like part of the Toronto Blue Jays stadium where if you get the higher rooms, you can like look out your window and see the ball game from your hotel room.
We do in our pest control as Teal Yoshi hits a trickler.
Critter. What?
Teal Yoshi hit a trickler up the middle that Red Critter couldn't quite get to. Captain Yoshi didn't get the memo and ran just a little too hard, ran past second base, and got caught out in the brief amount of time it took him to get back. Bo still managed to score off an RBI single from Wiggler, but you really hate to spend an out with absolutely nothing. Like, that out was very avoidable if you're the Bows.
I also felt like Red Critter could have dove for that ball in the first place, but...
Oh, 100%.
He, like, just kind of turned away. Red Piana wants to do some real damage here, is gonna push the ball foul.
Pianta charge is so dangerous. Pianta on the base paths, however, more of a liability. Birdo's got home runs in this stadium. This is not one of them. In fact, Iris is going to end it, and again, that unnecessary out, Bose absolutely could have put up more if not for sloppy base running. It's tied, but again, the Fireballs are not a team you want to be tied with 1-1. You know they've got plenty left in the tank.
You know, I feel like spiritually Baby Daisy is not unlike Francisco Alvarez.
Does he also get on from, thanks to errors from the third baseman?
I'm sure it happens sometimes. You know, he's one of those guys, like, everyone thought he was gonna be the future of the Mets, and then he just, like, got a lot worse, and nobody can figure out what's going on. But, you know, he's gonna have a breakout year this year.
Well, maybe Baby Daisy will also have a breakout year this year, as she's been doing pretty well. Hammer Bro has struggled a little bit, although he did have that beautiful walk-off. Train is kinda gonna help.
I wanted it to land in the train car.
This is an extremely unusual play. Ball bounces off the train. Green Noki misses diving back. Captain Yoshi uses a tongue catch, actually kind of in the outfield, which we don't normally see. All that mess just to make a single that brings in one. Boomerang Bro, an excellent line drive into left field, is going to get one more across. Close play at third. This is always favoring the runner in Season 1. I will probably be changing that in Season 2.
Insane how slow Hammer Bro is. That had to be a close play in the first place.
Should have been a hockey player as he bodies Wiggler on third. Runners on the corners, no outs, Fireball's up by 2. Tired Red Noki trying to get past Firebro, the last of the really scary hitters. And he struggles to make good contact on that, but Powball item causes enough trouble across the board that it brings in one at the cost of an out. That's a trade you'd make any day of the week.
Absolutely.
I mean, heck, if you come into a baseball game and you score 1 run per out, you'll have 27 runs.
Yeah, I'd accept that.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We have not seen any team in even this league hit 27. I think there are some teams in the SSSL that have hit 27.
Mm-hmm. There are some teams in real life baseball that have.
So what you're saying is this game is still realistic with its numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, well, while we wait for the pick from Cowboy Zach, I'll be right back yet again. Sorry I'm getting up so much today, but you know how it is. Okay. Here we are. Roki to right, Goki to center, Shy Guy to third, and Wiggler to the mound. For the fans. If I said center, I meant catcher. I knew what you meant. This is why I'm not a professional, but I try to be professional.
For the record, the highest score for one team since 1900 did in fact come from the 2007 Rangers at the Baltimore Orioles.
Oh boy.
The final score of 30-3.
That puts the kind of disappointment in me that Cowboy Zach, owner of the Bows, is probably feeling from an RBI single from Red Madge. Not too often you get an RBI single with a guy on first.
Yeah, it'll definitely happen. Red Madge doesn't want any extra bases as Pianta trips on a banana peel. Understandable. Red Madge is really slow.
This is really turning into a comedy of errors. Mario, of all players,
my goodness,
going for the homer. Mario hits a 3-run home run in what is undoubtedly the highlight of his career. Red Pianta just can't quite get there. He tries so hard.
This is yeah, I mean, this has to feel even better than the time that he hit a walk-off. He hit the walk-off double against Yoshinobu Yamamoto to win a game that was 8 2/3 perfect.
Red Toad actually looking like he wants to steal second. Gets there just in time. Green Noki behind the dish doesn't have the arm to throw out. Not going to matter a whole lot as a quick ground out from Baby Daisy advances the runner, but, you know, being on second versus being on third doesn't feel like a huge difference for critters who normally have very big hits, although there it does actually make a difference.
There was a difference there.
Yeah, there it works. Hammer Bro, very patient on the off-speed. That's over the middle.
Making me think of, have you ever, oh my god, Birdo. Have you ever seen that video of, like, Bro's first time at the batting cage?
No, I have not. A cruel 8-spot from the Fireballs is making the Bo's playoff chances look pretty rough. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this one. But they'll do everything they can, including a long single up the third base line from Red Noki. Red Madge has been tired this whole time.
It's still only the bottom of the third.
I mean, hey, the Bo's got heart.
The Bo's got heart.
And they got a boo item as well, which is going to make what could have been a grabbed line out to center into a double. Runners on second and third, excuse me. No outs, Red Shy Guy up. Does have a grand slam this year. This ain't that, but it is a base hit. A base hit that is ruined by some laughably poor base running. Red Noki just sits her ass on third. There's no outs, but that was ridiculous. Not punished
and we see there is the the one downside of this infield configuration. Red Badge would have been able to get to that ball.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the animation played for Firebro attempting to use the animation played for Firebro attempting to use his super dive. It just kind of didn't work. This and then that.
Yeah.
Okay. Not feeling like trying to style on him with a Baby Daisy pitching lineup.
You know, she hasn't looked the worst.
I think her ERA is in the 30s.
Okay. Maybe she has looked the worst.
To be fair, that's off of like 1 2/3 innings pitched. Red Shy Guy.
Anyway, the Bo's are trying to get back in this game. Shy Guy's got to get back just fine because the catchers suck in this league.
If you had ironically enough, if the teams were reversed, the Bo's catcher, who is a Noki, would have been able to ball dash that into an out.
You shouldn't need to ball dash that, though. You should just throw it right away. Red crit?
I struggle to feel that the Fireballs are taking this game particularly seriously.
I think someone might have already started popping the champagne in the dugout a little too soon.
Yeah, it's not over. Although this is going to be grabbed, and Red Shy Guy on third doesn't really feel like it got deep enough for him to go. Bases loaded on no outs, didn't really turn anything but 2 more outs. Red Pianta's got to try and do something big here. Certainly he is a player capable of hitting a grand slam, although I don't expect to see him swing for the fences on 2 strikes. And no, he does not. Still going to get
Will
one.
Advance 1, possibly 2.
Just barely 2.
The Fireballs have to stem the bleeding here. This game is not remotely over.
It's hard to answer to an 8 spot, but the Bo's are trying, and in fact, a home run from Captain Birdo here would do it. This is not that. It is a deep, deep ball, though. Buddy Throw is going to make sure it is only 1 run. But it is 1 run.
Holy fuck, guys.
Will we get a full 6 games of baseball tonight? I was not expecting it. Starred Roki has the opportunity to keep this going. Iris might get there in time. No, the train's not going to get in the way of a Red Noki 1 RBI double. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. I don't really remember where this inning started, but I'm pretty sure the Bows have batted around by this point.
They have to have.
And so it is Cowboy Zach. Believe in the heart of the cards. Believe in your own team. Big swing and a miss on the fireball.
Oh my god.
And it is one more. Hold on a minute, folks. This game is the furthest thing from over. That felt pretty gettable by Red Critter again. It's... I get that you don't... I get that you don't want to overexert yourself, but you do have to win. Alright, well, Red Critter grabs a ball. He doesn't... Red Critter grabs a ball he doesn't have to dive at.
The scary part here is that the fireballs get so much worse when they go to their third string pitcher.
I would argue not significantly. I mean, none of their extra pitchers are great, but the Bros are pretty interchangeable.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The third, fourth, and fifth string pitcher are basically identical.
Yeah, and again, they're not amazing, but Firebro really trying to extend the lead here with a shot that goes foul into right. Contact for 3 placed very well over the second baseman.
Yeah, very. You know, that's my Pete Alonsborough right there.
I know you've called at least one of them that before. I don't know if it was fire or not.
It shouldn't actually be fire. Alonso is the first baseman, so.
Pow ball
Oh
is...
my god!
It's still a double play, but to be honest, if not for the pow ball, that could have been a triple play.
Yeah.
Instead, the inning continues for the Fireballs. Iris is going to get to first with a little bit of help from her friend, the pow ball. Let's see if the man wielding
Another Mario home run would be a hell of a thing.
Yeah, 1 3-run shot already this game. Does he have 2 in him? Pick off at second, no good. They never are.
Not a home run. Not going to score, but will load the bases up for one of the best hitters by average, Red Toad here.
Yeah, very reliable contact. Birdo just can't quite get to that ball. Iris, he's going to get back to third. I think a throw to third from Birdo could have caught you out there, but she holds on to the ball just in case. Wiggler is not feeling real great about what's going on right now, and honestly, folks, you'd rather see Baby Daisy than the batter behind her, Red Critter, but Baby Daisy is plenty of a threat right now. Bases loaded on 2 outs. She could absolutely get 1 or even 2 in.
That is going to be another one in. Bases are still loaded. This has been an insane 2-out rally here.
Massive scores to massive scores to massive scores. And Wiggler does not want to be the one to have his ERA take the hit that it could take if Red Critter goes yard here. It's been something, it has.
You know, I would just like to point out how ironic it is that both of the games that we played at Mario Stadium, the one in the regular season and the one in the postseason tonight, both of those were incredibly low-scoring affairs. And then the Yoshi's Park games are slugfests.
Yeah, I mean, any game with the fireballs is attempting to be is gonna try and be a slugfest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even the Knights, right? Although the fireballs have not beaten the Knights, they've scored more runs against them than any other team has. Red Pianta pitches. Shy Guy to left. Cowboys act to center. Wiggler back on third. Piantas are serviceable pitchers.
And we'll get to hear the go the.
I don't see anything yet. Just making sure that I have confirmation. Bows need to lock in. I mean, they're down by 2. They can put up a 7 spot, but the Fireballs can put up an 8 spot, so nobody's feeling real secure right now after the way this has gone. Still, Red Pianta's got pretty good stamina.
By 3.
Gonna be down by a lot more than 3 in a minute here.
Nope, that's just an out.
Some real heroics from Cowboy Zach and Red Shy Guy. That is what keeps this game in play for the Bows. I think if that was over the wall, it might be all over. Mario is tired. Green Noki is batting. Bottom of the 4th. This game is already 11-8.
Mario in absolute shambles.
Still not feeling great.
Understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I will be stunned if we don't see a third pitcher for the Fireballs at this rate. We are still only in the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, God. Yeah, really anyone's game here.
Hell of one to be calling. Yoshi brings it up to runners on first and second, no outs. Teal Yoshi is a bit of a wild card here in the batter's box.
The triple play! Gunnar Henderson does the unthinkable.
Yeah.
Just clear the base paths all by yourself.
Could not bring it all the way around to Wiggler. Does mean they'll be starting with the top of their lineup next inning, but you've still got to get past 3 Bros without letting up any more. Down by 3, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. The throw straight to first is in time.
I hate these.
I
love these guys, but like, wow. That's happened to them multiple times. It's gonna happen again.
No, this time the throw is to the cutoff, man.
Ugh.
Which is what I was expecting. I was stunned to see the throw straight to first. I mean, folks, we've played so many weeks of baseball, and we're still seeing new things.
That is not the first time that we've seen a bro get a hit to center field and then be out at first.
Maybe not, but I can't remember the last time the center fielder threw straight there.
Crazy take there by Magikoopa.
And a swing and a miss strikeout. It feels insane to see both teams putting up 0 after the innings we've just had.
Yeah.
Wiggler charges so early on this ball and swings for it anyway. Bad idea.
Yeah, Hammer Bro doing well over there in the hot corner.
Red Magikoopa coaching Mario on how to pitch. Keep complaining, but don't you dare leave the mound. Red Pianta almost the victim of the same fate that befell the Bros. Gets to first in time, but once again, runners like him, I always say, they're just a liability on the base paths.
And that's a liability right there.
Yeah, after some completely insane at-bats, things have gone cold again.
You know, it really is unfortunate that Firebro isn't at first base because, like, he's orange and the Orioles are orange, so, you know, it would really make sense to call him Pete Alonso, but
I mean, you can put him there. No one's stopping you.
I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Instead, it's relegated to being Jackson Brolade.
Ump has no vision and shouldn't be driving himself to these games. I mean, we've all seen Lakitu. Those glasses are thick, and they need to be.
Crazy how fast that hit was for how shallow it was.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those out of some power hitters, like Petey has hit a few of those, and I think some of the bros as well. Just these fast but too weak pop flies. I guess you just get under it too much.
Yeah, I felt like that one didn't even go that high, though.
I don't know. Physics was not my strong
It's just like
suit.
a line drive that went a little too high.
I've been singing Baby Daisy's praises all night, but she's not exactly batting 1,000 either. So
Nobody is.
nobody is. Last we checked in on the stats back when I still had free time, batters were topping out around 700, which is still insane. Finally, Mario has lodged his last complaint. Traditionally, this would be Boomerang Bros' time to pitch, but, you know, if you're
Yes.
feeling like anything different, you can let me know.
No, it's Boomerang, bro. And then
Fire Bro
Yes.
goes, and Madge stays on second.
mhm.
Cool.
Now it's Pete Alon's, bro.
Boomerang Bro is, if nothing else, very entertaining to watch on the mound. He's a real acrobat. Shell item just
Oh my
barely
goodness.
misses. Would have been, definitely would have gotten Zach to first if he'd have hit. But Red Shy Guy's aim is not great with the shell item. Pretty good with that single, though, straight up the middle. Still, 1 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Green Noki and 2 Yoshis are not who you want to see up in this situation. Every Bow has delivered at least at some point this game, but you need him to again right now. Not optional. Home field not helping.
Home field disadvantage.
A,
Oh my goodness.
a very well-placed line drive up the third base side goes into the pipe and comes out right into Hammer Bros' glove over on third. Top of the 7th now. Fireballs at the top of their order, up by 3. Red Critter batting, and Red Pianta's got a try. That has...
They should get there in time.
Yeah, that had...
It's really high, but
That had a lot of velocity coming off the bat, but really slowed down.
it just went too high.
That's 1. Still got to get past Hammer, bro. That one was in foul territory the moment it came off the bat.
Yeah,
one's-
for how much the Bros were having trouble lifting the ball last game, feels like they've overcompensated a bit too much.
Well, if we have to go to 3, maybe they'll have it figured out by then. Although at this pace, it's not looking especially likely. Boomerang Bro trying to get one more for a little bit of extra lead. It would not be a walk-off. He will get it. Red Noki tries, but she just can't get there. Ball too high, gets well over even the train tunnel. Puts the Fireballs a full grand slam ahead now. Still 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, does make it no longer a save situation. Great insurance to have, as Firebro's gonna line one in the center.
You and I are the
They're just
villains
gonna
of
do the
this league.
same.
Chat
Unfortunately, yeah, I want to be the hero. Next week, I pray I will be the hero to take down you.
chat is every bit as thrilled about your wins as they are mine, which is to say, Calvin, owner of the Wilds, is saying this game makes him sick. Well, with Captain Yoshi, Teal Yoshi, and Wiggler, the Bows need to put up at least 4 to keep this game going. They're capable of doing it. They've done it this game, but it's still a tall order, especially with a lethal shortstop like Red Critter.
Give him the gold glove. Red Toad's just gonna get to that long fly out. Great attempt there by Teal Yoshi.
It's all down to Wiggler.
Big Wig Wednesday's who you would want up at the plate if you just need someone to get a hit. Unfortunately,
No
gets a little too
dice.
excited, puts a little too much on that ball, and who should advance us to the finals?
Fireballs looked like they had that one all in the bag. Bows called it into question, but just couldn't keep up in the back half.
Well, 2 teams remain.
2 teams remain indeed. No one can
After
convince me that
19
this league
weeks
isn't
of
rigged.
baseball.
I mean, look, I think it's fair to say that the 2 people who are going to the finals are the 2 people that did the most amount of homework going in.
It's true.
There's something to be said for that.
I definitely didn't do the most amount of homework leaving, but my team builds itself.
Your team does kind of build itself. I think I've managed to pull something together here, but it's gonna be next week that we find out exactly how it came out. Now, next week things are going to be a little different, a little exciting. We are not going to be here next Wednesday at our usual time. We are going to be here next Friday. We will be semi in person. I'm going to get all the owners on a call if they're not able to make it, but anybody who's able to be here will be here. And there will be beer, there will be billiards, there will be Mario Superstar Baseball, but that's all the pregame stuff. What you'll all be here to see is the big one, obviously, the championships at 7 o'clock, best of 5. If I remember the rules right, and you can correct me as we go, it will be games 1 and 2 at the Mansion, 3 and 4 at Mario Stadium, and 5 at the Mansion again if we get there.
Correct.
So, we look forward to seeing you all then. It's it's gonna be a hell of a thing, isn't it? Keep your eyes peeled.
I'm so excited. Wouldn't rather be facing anyone else these finals.
I can think of some teams I'd rather be facing, but no owner I'd rather be facing, so we take the good with the bad. That said, I look forward to you all being there. I am going to let Iris do what she is best at and sign us out here as we approach 10 p.m. Good Lord.
For the penultimate time of this season, that's going to do it from us here at No Slugger Left Behind. We'll be right back here next Friday. So that's not 2 days from now, but rather Friday the 17th for the finals, the championship. The number 1 seed Luigi Knights versus the number 2 seed Mario Fireballs. We got Cocom versus Cocom. Be there or be square. Follow the channel for notifications when we go live. We have a Discord. join it if you want to chat about the end of the season, about this finals matchup, if you want to get in voice call for next week. And with everything else out of the way, from us here at No Slugger Left Behind, we'll see you next time.
We better.